Hi everyone, so I'm just going to do a quick little review I guess for the nail salon that I went to. It's called Sweetie Nails NY and I'm gonna post their IG all over this video and everything. So this is how my nails turned out. I posted a lot of photos and stuff on my Instagram. Really love them. They are the kind of blush nail that's trending in like Japan, I think. I really love my nails. I got the C&D UV gel nail extensions and I have had a lot of different nail extensions done. I've had acrylic, the UV gel, and the silk nail extensions. The one that I got in Korea was the silk extensions and they kind of just all popped off. So I think the UV gel and the acrylic stay on my nails the best. And the reason why I'm not doing my own nails anymore is basically because I am not a nail tech. I don't know what I'm doing. I just try to watch a lot of like videos and like tutorials and stuff like that, but at the same time I was kind of ruining my nails and they were always like coming off and lifting because again I don't know what I'm doing. So that's why I never wanted to do tutorials and stuff. Just an FYI, I'm never gonna do a nail tutorial or anything like that because I don't want any of you to mess up your nails like I messed up my nails. So I'd really rather like save up my money and like get my nails done. A lot of you tell me that like getting your nails done is really expensive, how much is it and stuff like that. And for me, I'm just the type of person who would rather not eat out, or I can hold off on buying like makeup or something and just save my money until I can buy whatever I want. I'm just trying to save all my money up, the little that I do have, to get my nails done. I wanted to make a point about the price point because I've been to a lot of nail salons in New York, in Manhattan and in Harlem, and this one that I went to this time was in Queens. So I've kind of been all around. The ones in Manhattan are the most expensive. I also went to one in Harlem and she was a lot more affordable. I went with me and Ellen for all of these nail trips. We were always like the last client and we always had to wait. So I don't know, it wasn't like, even though she did our nails really well and like she was really nice and everything, it was just like, it was a lot far for us to like go all the way out there and then to have to wait like 2 hours past our appointment time and then like all this crap. I don't know, she was very nice, she did an amazing job, but it was just like she was way too busy. I don't know, it wasn't like worth it to me. Tried going to a Japanese nail salon with all Japanese nail technicians, but that place was really expensive. I got basically something similar to this except without the jewel, and that was like $160, and then I tipped and that was like $180, so that was really expensive. But then when I went to Korea, I think Korea is more expensive. I don't know why. I think they might be using like better products because they don't use acrylic at all there and they don't use the drill bits. They only use a file, so I guess that would kind of add into the labor and the cost. So when I got my nails done in Korea, that was like 200 manwon. I guess that's like 180, 160. I'm not sure about the proper conversion rate, but it was pretty expensive. And then this place that I went to, I got all of this art done on each nail. She did like a gradation and like I got a huge gem stuck on top. They were super nice to me about everything. Like I asked her questions, I asked her like, is this better or is this better? And she was really helpful. She answered all my questions. Not to mention my nails are super thin even though these are extensions, and they feel really sturdy. Like I've never gotten my nails done so thinly and like none of them are like poking out in like a different direction. Like when I went to that Japanese salon, we were the last clients and like one of my nails was like poking like literally like the other direction, and it was like we were the last clients, and they were like already like getting ready to close, so I didn't really want to say anything even though it was my fault. It was like freaking like 180, and I had like a nail that was pointing like that way, so all of my nails pointing straight, and I got a huge stone, and it was only $115. Now a lot of you might think that that's really expensive, but for me, for the kind of things that I get, this is really inexpensive. And I had to get like a whole set redone, like my extensions redone since all of them fell off, and I also still wanted length, so that kind of adds on to the price. But I think if I the next time I go and I just get a fill and then get like a design, it'll be a lot more cheap, so I guess I can do like an update videos. They're really nice. They're all Korean, so we got along pretty well. My nail tech her name was Sue, and then the nail tech who finished my stone off was Eugene. So they were really nice to me, and they're super professional. And Sue actually told me that she's not even the best nail artist, and she did such an amazing job. So I'm really excited to keep going there because they are so nice. They're Korean, so of course I want to help out a small Korean business and everything, support Korean women, you know. And if you all could, please go follow them on Instagram and tell them that I brought you there. They're so nice, and I can't wait to like keep going there.
I'm going to be doing a voiceover for this part, so I can kind of explain to you to the best of my ability what is going on and kind of the things that she was telling me as I was asking questions. So right now I had just shown her the shape that I wanted for my nails before she started sculpting or doing anything. I think that's really important. If you are getting extensions, you want to show them the shape that you want. So before she even puts on the extensions, I had my silk nails or silk nail extensions that I had gotten previously in Korea still on, and a lot of them, it was lifting so much to the point where I just took a lot of them off because I was so sick of having them because it was very uncomfortable. So I only had like 4 or 5 nails still on my fingers at this point, and right now she's kind of repairing one of the nails that I still had on, kind of cutting off the part that was lifting and filing it down, and then afterwards she's going to put the gel extension on top of it. But she only had to fix a few of my nails. I think only 1 or 2 were the ones that were lifting, the rest were fine. After she finished kind of filing down all my nails and fixing whatever I had lifting, she starts prepping my nails to put on the gel extensions, and she is going to put the kind of mold on my nail and kind of sculpting them by hand. Personally, I feel like the sculpture is a lot more comfortable than getting tips glued on and then having the gel set on top of it. But that's my personal experience. But then having them sculpted by hand is a bit more expensive, so it's just do whatever that you like and you feel is most comfortable for your own personal preference. If you are getting extensions done and they aren't tips, it's going to take up the majority of the time. I feel like tips are a bit faster just because for this kind of hand sculpted UV gel extension, you have to not only mold the nail on top, just putting on the sticker to set the mold on top of is really tricky just because you have to make it sure that it fits really well. So this does take majority of the time, and after she does fit the base and set the base for the nail extension, she has to just go over top just to make sure that it isn't too thin, and making sure that my pressure point is good so that it doesn't break. This is really important, and she did take a lot of time with it, but my nail still ended up being like one of the most, probably the most thin I've ever had any of my nails ever be after I've gotten them done. And you always want your nails to look thinner just because it looks more natural, and I don't know, I just never liked the look of thick nails. So she's doing she's going very little by little, but at the end it kind of just looks so nice and thin, but it is really still so sturdy, and I don't feel like it's gonna break at any time. And she also did give me advice saying that it is a good idea just to come in 2 weeks just to check if there is lifting, because if you don't come in fast enough and there is lifting, you can grow mold or something and infections. So she just let me know since I was experiencing a lot of lifting, so I'm just passing on that information to you. After she finishes sculpting my nails, she's just going to get rid of the gel residue and then start on the long process of shaping the nails. Now, shaping the nails is kind of a tricky process just because you have to get the length of the nails all even, and also you don't want to risk the nail being too thin and then having it being prone to breaking. So it's a very tricky kind of thing, especially for me when I was doing my own nails. So it does take a really long time, especially when you are doing like stiletto or almond nails. And the shape that I have is like a almond nail, but my tips are still a little bit more sharper than the average almond nail. After she finishes shaping my nails, of course, she's going to go on to the nail art. She's just putting a regular base coat on, and then you cook it or put it into the UV lamp. And then after she put on the base coat, she then puts on this little glittery coat, just because I wanted a lot of glitter to not only just be on top, I wanted it to kind of peek through the pink blush that I have going on. So I wanted a lot of glitter on my nails, and she was very respectful of that, and she gave me exactly what I wanted. So after she puts the glitter coat underneath the pink, she goes in and then she paints only on the very center of my nail, and then goes in with a cut up makeup sponge that's very small. You can see that it's super tiny, and she just blends out the edges just a little bit. And then I think we did about 2 coats of this, and after that she put on a more chunkier glitter top coat because I need the glitter. And I didn't manage to get the footage of the Eugene technician putting on my stone, but she basically used just the gel that they used for my base and to sculpt my nail to really secure my nail in place. And that's basically it. I managed to fit this all into 12 minutes ish. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please follow Sweetie Nails on Instagram, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.